There's a few things that I think we all as the FNaF community need to talk about. Past 2 years or so, there's been some gatekeeping of FNaF community due to many reasons. Joining in 2014, knowing all the lore, and owning all the merch now suddenly makes you an OG FNaF fan, which many of us think is some sort of toxic ranking throughout the FNaF community. But before I go deeper, let me tell you about myself before I speak more on this topic so that you can get an understanding of where I'm coming from. My name is Max, I'm 16, and I've liked FNaF Freddy since 2015, and I'm a FNaF content creator. So yeah, now that that's out of the way, let's continue. I obviously own a lot of FNaF merch. I'm a collector, and that does not make me any more or less of a FNaF fan. Owning merch shouldn't define anybody's status in the community, which leads me onto some of the points I'd like to make in this video. The whole idea of being an OG fan is really toxic and ruining the community as a whole. Things like owning merch shouldn't equal how big of a fan you are. The biggest fan could own no merch at all, or all of it, and that shouldn't matter. Owning merchandise shouldn't define your ranking in the FNaF community. We're all valid here. If you're a fan since 2014, aka since the first game came out, it shouldn't rank you as a better fan or an OG. Again, ranking people as an OG for these reasons is toxic to new fans who feel embarrassed to even mention the year that they started liking FNaF. I have friends who started liking it in 2021, and they've gotten a lot of hate for just joining in 2021. I don't understand, because they're just as valid as any other FNaF fan. All that matters is that we're the FNaF fandom, which leads me on to my next point. It doesn't matter when you join the fandom. We're all fans at the end of the day, It shouldn't matter. And I'm only mentioning this because older fans have been using this as an excuse to attack newer fans, which I think is ridiculous. You're allowed to dislike games within the FNaF community, and you're allowed to have your own opinions. I know people who hate Security Breach. I mean, I personally love it, and that doesn't make me any less valid of a fan or any more of a fan. It's just simply an opinion, and we're all entitled to our own opinions. We shouldn't be attacked or attack each other for having unique and other opinions within the FNaF community, and it's okay to have different opinions. I have gotten the comment, "These new FNaF fans, bro," a lot, and I just wanted to kind of talk about it here because it just doesn't make sense to me, because again, it shouldn't matter when you join the fandom. It shouldn't matter if you're a new fan or not. It really shouldn't. It just doesn't make sense to me. We're all allowed to make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, and it's all part of being human. So don't attack people if they misspell a certain animatronic name or other stuff within the community. Believe it or not, I have seen huge amounts of backlash towards people who have misspelled one thing, like the word yendo. Just don't attack people for misspelling stuff. It's not that big of a deal. Which leads me on to another point. You shouldn't expect everybody to know the lore. Some people like FNaF for other reasons, like just liking it as a game series. Not everybody likes it for the lore, not everybody knows the lore, and that's okay, because at the end of the day, we're all fans of FNaF Freddy's. Overall, I just feel as if the FNaF community is slowly turning toxic, or at least the parts of the fandom I've seen online. I just simply wanted to spread this word, or I guess remind everybody, that we're all one big happy family, as Molten Freddy would say. One big happy family! And we should quit with the OG fan stuff, because it's stuff like that that's damaging to the newer fans. And they deserve the same amount of respect and everything that OG fans have. Every FNaF fan is valid. Spread positivity.